in Singapore. The crowd, of course, already amazing as we get ready for this first series. Evil Geniuses versus Thunder Awaken.
A little harder for Nightfall until he does get a little bit tankier because the constant spam. See Panda. Does go for the 1-1 build.
You see the confidence as well there from Picard, just standing his ground against Nightfall. See if he's going to be able to finish off the kill here. We'll look to chase him down. Stick charges there from both sides.
It's close.
Paz, they'll get it. First blood here for Thunder Awaken as they take down the tie.
Fill up before that power rune comes out so he can contest with mana. Abed just continuously burning him down.
See bottom lane.
Panda.
EG, they're going to look to try and make a move onto the CM here. Chasing Panda down. The same time, though, you've got Picard's going for crit. Panda will go down to Nightfall, but underneath the tower, Picard's will find the trade. Both cores able to chase down the supports, gets each other a kill.
He's okay versus that Bloodseeker now.
Top lane.
That Zeus ult, it's at the ready.
See if it's going to be, won't be enough at the moment. Still holding on to it. In fact, the turnaround's just there from EG.
Oh. And they still can't finish him off. They know he has raindrop. It would not kill him.
Bottom lane, Thunder. They'll be able to make a move here.
Mago, they give him the last hit. Rune will spawn bottom.
Oh, it's going to be an arcane as well. Abed able to grab it. Turns with the cold snap onto Dark Mago, but Panda's here to help out. Fly charges in with the Warcry and the Storm Hammer. Will find the stun connection onto the Zeus. They'll continue to run him down here. We'll see Panda have another slow in a second. And further backups coming in. Matthew, make sure the Dark Margo's going to be safe. Toss back into the two-man avalanche. The ult as well. Can Thunder have the damage to finish off even these kills? Abed turns with the cold snap. He's into the ghost walk. They'll drop a sentry, but he's too far for the rupture. Picard has also joined the fight. They'll go straight for the immediate TP out though, Abed, and he is away safely. Fly will get left behind. Picard, of course, he'll charge on forward with the extra help there from Matthew and the toss. It's quite a bit of a dive, but they get the job done. Picard's
worst rotations from Thunder to make moves down there probably, but we'll see if Thunder does fall for that. Maybe they will just still put the emphasis onto RTZ.
It's a dangerous area of the map. Ravage is at the ready if it's even needed, and doesn't look like it will be just for this kill alone. TPs are coming in though. Thunder, they want to see if they can find anything in return. Sacred ready with the Rolling Thunder, gets it off before the Ravage. Will be able to connect on to all three here with the initial stun. Jump forward from Dark Mark, and they get it onto Arb, and then take down the Invoker. Panda will lose his life, but Thunder, to get the kill on the enemy mid, they'll look for crit as well. He's out. Oh, he's not going to be out with a TP. The lightning bolt there in time for Dark Margo. And Thunder, they're not done yet. They're going to look over towards Nightfall. He'll go for the TP, but another lightning bolt. Dark Margo just cancelling TPs left, right, and center. Nightfall is going to try and run from this, but a toss forward gets Dark Margo in range, finishes off the kill. Thunder, they were more than happy for EG to go looking for that fight round that tier 1. They were ready to turn up.
Really bring down these targets really quick in the fights. And as you mentioned, it really is so much burst on this team.
And straight in they go. They see a chance there to jump Fly, and Fly gone in an instant.
Now, they really have some of the highest nuke burst heroes in Dota that you can combine all as one. But yeah, as you said, you know, that burst damage, it's nothing to laugh at ever in this game. That's why I'm mentioning the BKB for SF. Eventually, he has to kind of think about it.
See Panda did step up here. We'll drop the ult with a few right clicks from RT as he takes him down, and they might see if they can chase for more. They'll look towards the Zeus. Bloodbright gets laid down, but flies in on top of Damago. They've got the Ravage as well, catching out the two of them. Sacred rolling across, controlling Fly, but Picard has to back away. Never be too sure when Thunder Awaken's ready to bring the fight. Matthew, step forward here, look at the combo to crit, and with the follow-up of the ult, they'll burst through the silencer. In return, they'll look towards Matthew. They'll try and zoom out of there with the phase boots. That Sunstrike, not gonna hit, doesn't matter. Fly, difference between these two teams.
Crit could just cripple the fights completely too, right? Like if you see the Pango rolling up, you can get the global, you get these Ravages that can come into the control, so. You see how Thunder Awakens approaches the fight without any initiation.
See Matthew, caught off the back of the tornado into the cold snap here as he steps up mid. I'll be able to finish him off. What are the numbers? EG put some pressure onto this tier 1 tower mid lane, knowing that Thunder Awaken might not look to try and bring a full fight here with one of their heroes down.
EG rallying around that pipe right now, the Tide. They know how strong they are when he's inside of the fights. This magic resistance, aura, and everything. It is going to be able to counter a lot of that Thunder burst that we've been mentioning.
See what Thunder want to try and make happen here then. I know that RTZ is not present here for the team fight.
That's
the 4 of EG.
Sacred, he's completely
It's true, he's at 1 charges as well. Nothing to sort of buff himself back up for the fight. Over to the side, stunned into the silence. The Ravage as well. They've caught out Picard. will be able to get the BKB off. Is he able to fight with this? They'll
He's turning.
use the Zeusol to try and enable him, get them low, but it's not enough for Picasso to be able to completely commit in on this. Sacred charges him with the Rolling Thunder, holds them back. Another connection onto Arbet will finish off the Invoker. EG, they're starting to back off now. They've used their big team fight ultimates. They've just got the Requiem left. Will come out from the high ground, catching onto Matthew with the fear. But Fly goes down. Matthew, he's still alive. Finally gets taken out there. Arteezy with the last right click. But Thunder Awaken overall, without a doubt, they're going to be very, very happy with how that team fight went.
Completely seeing all of EG's movements across the map.
Thinking about going for this hit. They're in. There's the ult to set things up. Get the vision. Sacred ready to roll forward. Picasso turns towards Arteezy. The BKB's off as Picasso is just able to stand his ground against Arteezy. They take him down. As off to the side, Nightfall in trouble as well. Avalanche setting up the blood right. As 2 dead on EG. EG, they've got to run. Highly likely to be very solid with his positioning.
Okay, they're
only died the once this game.
Let's see, they're trying to catch him off guard, hiding the Blink Dagger from Nightfall.
What they're going to do, there we go. Nightfall immediately with the jump ravage to burst through the Zeus. They'll get him. Matthew tried to come in with the toss back. Won't be able to save him in time. Now with the Rolling Thunder, Sacred attempting to turn this around, but Arteezy's in with the BKB. He's beating into Picasso. Picasso has to back off for now. His own BKB starting to come to an end. Sacred rolls across Arbed, but no follow-up damage this time for Thunder Awaken to take anything in return as EG. See what EG's going to be able to set up for next. They don't have a Ravage, but they do still have the safety of the Global to fight under.
Ooh.
Actually finding a little bit of an opening here. Matthew is around as well to help Sacred out. See the BKB's popped. Arbet standing his ground. We'll see an attempt to charge down Fly, but the disarm's already there onto Picasso. He has to back off himself. We drop the rupture onto Arbet. BKB for him comes to an end. Sacred's going to try and roll in and finish off this kill. A couple of bounces with the Thunder, blood right down. Picasso finishes off Arbet. Turn the rotation now over towards Nightfall with the damage of Picasso, Dark Margot, and Sacred. It seems to be a lot. The global silence comes out. Backups here. Arteezy and Fly have turned up as well. Arteezy stepping forward very confidently here, of course, with the BKB and the Aegis. Turns towards Picasso, standing his ground against the Blitzing, but Picasso tries to run, but Arteezy able to take him down.
He keeps trying to go for the SF, but he's got Warcry on him. He's got like 40 armor on this Shadow Fiend every time the Picasso runs in.
To try and look to force a fight, you know, in conjunction with the ending of this Aegis.
Knowing them, that's kind of their style. Yeah. So let's see if they want to try it. It's still very difficult because we mentioned there's a ton of damage mitigation that's coming out on EG.
They're very much ready to go. Matthew stepping up.
Let's see what they find.
Here's the jump. Matthew in with the Avalanche toss combo. Bursting Fly down low. Roll forward for Sacred. He's going to look to try and chase down the Sven. Fly and Crit getting forced out of the fight here as Thunder run down the 2 supports. Fly goes down. Crit as well looking to be in a fair bit of trouble. As Thunder now immediately take out the 2 supports, the cause of EG nowhere to be seen. They'll back out, they'll completely get themselves out of this fight. They don't want to have any part of this. See, actually, Picasso as well changing it up, looking to amp up the damage, go for the Silver Edge.
Okay, cool.
Look at the toss back here onto Nightfall in the mid. Will force him to use the Ravage, catches onto the 4, but of course he's far away from the rest of EG. Picasso charges in, they'll be able to take Nightfall down. Now they look over towards Arteezy, of course Arteezy with the Aegis and the BKB will stand his ground here, punch back at the Picasso. Picasso has to keep his distance, he's pretty much 1 hit away from dying. Arbet tries to catch with the Tornado, but the BKB is still on in time to keep Picasso safe. Underneath the tower, Sacred charges forward with the Rolling Thunder. They've taken out Crit as well. Jump forward from Matthew Thunder, they're ready to look for more. They've got the Frostbite to Fly, Requiem from Arteezy trying to keep the space here to keep the rest of EG safe, but Thunder, they still continue to poke here underneath the tier 2 tower. Frostbite from Panda, another jump from Sacred in with a shield crash. Matthew looking for the wrap around on towards Arteezy. Arteezy turns towards Sacred. Sacred, he's still alive. He finally died. The last hit there from Arteezy takes him out for Picasso. He's going to go back in. He believes in the bash, gets to the BG. Bash and puts the blade active as well to hold back Arteezy, but now the buybacks are coming out.
About this tier 4 items versus Silencer. Of course, a lot of them are going to be there with the Dispel.
He might look to start something off, but he's in on a crit straight with the Abyssal Blade, eliminates the Silencer. Rupture as well to Arbed. He has got the BKB, but not a lot else to help him. Bash is there from Picasso, he's a double, and they're not done yet. They're ready to look for more. Fly, trying to set up the fight in return with Nightfall. They've got Arteezy coming up, looking towards Matthew, but Matthew's able to charge away. Picasso blocks the man to get back up the high ground. EG, they've got to be careful. Arteezy's already used the BKB. It's coming to an end. Sacred rolls forward, blink forward, over towards Fly and Nightfall. Picasso focusing down the time, just beating through, takes out Fly as well. It's 4 dead on EG. Arteezy lucky to get away there.
Bloodseeker running in with the Zeusel, takes out the support quick, gets Abed right after.
Arteezy?
Uh-oh, he shows himself.
This is a risky bit of a move here from him under his own tier 2 for sure, but we saw what happened around the tier 2 mid last time.
Here comes
This is not a place that Thunder is scared to go. As Arteezy, that's going to be the Aegis gone, surely. He'll put the Satanic, but immediately thrown up in the air with the Yules. That's the Aegis gone.
He's got backup now, though, so Thunder. And BKB is still going to be on cooldown for him for 50 seconds. EG is smoked, but Thunder could look for him as well without that BKB.
Look at Matthew.
Say.
See in the river. Jump forward onto Sacred, they're trying to burst through him. Arbet has got the Hex out, Ravage as well. They're locking down Picard, so they've got enough burst to finish him off.
It's so close.
The back to the BKB, Picard, he's out of there. Start to heal up on the creeps. You know this man, he's going to be ready to go back in. He's looking over towards Arbet. Arbet caught by the side of Swashbuckle, shield crash from Sacred. They take out Arbet, they take out Fly. Maybe they can find more here in the trees. Nightfall trying to hide, but Picard, he's on top of the top of the shot. Picard's getting burst down, but he's going to heal.
How is he alive?
Picard will survive. They're ready to keep going once again here. Thunder Awaken as RTZ crit the last two. Left behind it for EG. RTZ's down. Crit as well. It's a team wipe. They just can't deal with them, folks. They cannot deal with them. Thunder. The calls, the shot calling, the team fights they choose to take, it couldn't be done any better.
Abed had it there. He had the Chaos Meteor with the 20 talent. He had the Sunstrike, but Picard's, I think he lives with what, 90 HP, 60 HP something. Heals up, gets the full turnaround.
Yeah, I mean, this Bloodseeker pick, it's been played to perfection here from Picard.
I mean, the whole team has made it look so good too, right? Matthew, by the way, Matthew is 0-8 this game, but the tiny performance so far,
the impact that he's had. Absolutely, yeah, the KDA. Thunder, they will back off though, respect the rest of the respawns coming in from EG.
Try to break that smoke for his team.
Thunder at the high ground.
I see everyone. Sacred.
EG, what's the plan now?
See Abed now too.
They know that they see them.
It's constant poke.
Into the side as well, Nightfall. Fly, they'll look towards Panda. They'll try and go for the easy of the kills. Panda will get burst through. Sacred jumps forward with the roll up. He's in on top of RTZ. They've been able to burst Nightfall pretty low here. Again, Sacred with the Rolling Thunder passes by once more. Arc Lightning from Dark Margo finishes the kill. There'll be a buyback from Nightfall. Fly's going to get taken out though. He's also got the buyback available. Commits it immediately. RTZ, he needs help and he needs it now. Pops the BKB, trying to get the opposite. Pistol Blade Active still there from Picard.
Oh.
The Ravage from Nightfall. That's going to set up the Red Grip. Nightfall, he might just have been able to turn this fight around. No, it doesn't matter. Matthew still ready to jump back in with the blink. 3 dead on EG. Neither of them with buyback available. And deservedly so here, 28k gold that we saw. And again, they don't have the buybacks yet. RTZ's been going full in on the purchases, so 2,000 gold pretty much short of a buyback.
They might just be able to end it.
I think they probably will do here. Thunder onto the tier 4s. See the jump forward from Matthew, does get caught out by the immediate Hex Sunstrike. Bursting pretty low, but the space is just being made here for Thunder to take down the tier 4s, get on towards the Ancient. EG, is there anything they can do here with the 3 of them to push them back? I don't think so. GG is called. Thunder Awaken.
Wow.
Turn up in game 1 of this best of 3 and take EG down.
Position 4, I like Snapfire a lot. Gives them a lot of team fight as well. It gets you away from the cogs, but okay, Lion.
In Singapore for game 2 of Evil Geniuses versus Thunder Awaken.
Yeah, it really is exactly that, right? Those are the 2 highest volatility heroes when you're just trying to push the limits to top.
So Matthew set up for the kill here. Fly with the chase down. Fairy Fire's there from Matthew, but a few more hits of the Battery Assault will get the job done for EG. First blood for Fly. Smoke up from the mid. They're going to head straight towards the top lane. Not before EG's already there themselves, though. Both supports, Fly and Crit, ready to start setting up the play. Sacred will get the hammer out. Able to pull himself away, but RTZ closing in upon him. TP's coming in, and now Dark Margo with the 2-man avalanche. He's going to look for the toss back, finds it onto Crit. Stun now from Matthew onto RTZ. They're able to lock down the SF, take out 2. And even more here. Panda still has the slow hit, applied to Fly, but backups in terms of Arbed. Arbed, see if we can get some kills in return off the back of this Rolling Thunder. Good angle onto Panda, but there's 4 heroes here, and Arbed cannot try and pressure for more. He has to back away.
Understanding of, SF, it's a weak hero in the early game. It's very fragile, so able to punish it nice and early.
See, Crit actually jump in aggressively around the power in spawn. Will end up being down bottom, DD. So if they can burst through Crit for this, they certainly can. Toss back into the stun. Thunder gonna take another kill around the river.
Single hero, this time it's very similar. Not bad.
Just gonna step up.
Got the solar.
Got the Hex into the stun, he's dead. A quick catch there from Thunder as Arbed not prepared for that move at all, or maybe feeling that Crit would somehow be able to bail him out, but of course no options were there for Crit to be able to save Arbed. Thunder, they'll now step up for more. Fly stepped into the river. They'll pick up both kills. And at the same time, bottom lane, it's actually Pakaz that's draining Nightfall. As with the static link and the adaptive strike, Nightfall is so close to dying here. Not quite a minute. He's going to have Plasma Field in a second. The mana's building up Pakaz.
Oh my god!
It's not enough to kill him yet. He's still trying to push up, but the TPs are coming in. Pakaz, he gave it his best shot. He nearly gets it there, but he won't. EG able to punish him.
They've got more than enough burst for anybody.
They've got all the ults. I mean, top lane, EG, smart move from them to get aggressive onto Sacred. He's the one that provides the global backup. If they take him out, there's nobody that's able to bail him out.
Nightfall knows. He's like, wait a minute. Nobody reacted top. Oh, God. And he knows he's going down here.
Yeah, they'll throw out the ults. I see Matthew holding back the finger.
Things are looking
This is dead. We'll see if this catches out Sacred again. I mean, once more, EG, they know at this stage you make the moves towards the door. That's the cleanest thing they can do.
Reveal.
Mid lane, Dark Margot will indeed find the jump onto the Marcy. Again, at the same time, the move's made onto Sacred. TPs will come in this time round, and Sacred able to pull himself back to the safe. It definitely hurts for EG. They know that threat of the burst will be there. They're going to try for Sacred once again. This time, Sacred a little further up than before.
Got the
managed
hammer.
to get the hammer out, but the cogs are down. Has the backup of Matthew and Panda. Chain Frost is there. Fly, hook shots out. They're taking out Sacred. This time, Matthew ready to burst through. Fly with that finger, finish him off. Arbed will turn up from the side to make sure they get a second, but Dark is in with a bling, and here's the buyback. Dawnbreaker, Sacred ready to fly over towards the fight and turn this around as it's a double kill for Matthew. Crit tries to run, the tree will chase him. The Sacred ready to dive in underneath this tier 1 tower. Crit trying his best with the Jukes.
Oh,
not doing a bad job about it at all.
They see him now.
I do indeed. He can only hide there for so long as Thunder take him down. And they'll take out the tier 1. A solid buyback there from Sacred.
I mean, Thunder is really on some next level stuff. We saw this in the last game too, just constantly looking for the fights. EG probably was like, oh, we're good, you know? He's dead. He's not coming back. Who buys back in 14 minutes like this? Might need one more follow-up. They do have the Solar Guardian if they want to call for it. And Nightfall does show.
Yep, they know he's in it. Dark Margot.
Yeah, they're going to use it.
Able to get in with a jump. And of course, once they get that opening stun, so much follow-up.
He did see that ward, it looked like for a quick second. They're going to go for him.
See if Thunder want to do anything about this. It will take a bit of time to take Panda down.
He's still alive.
In fact, if they can take him down at all, they can't. Panda able to walk away. Thunder, they'll happily take the fight that EG try and poke for us once again. I mean, do you imagine if EG once this BKB's done on Nightfall, will they look to try and force a fight? See top lane Matthew. It's getting gone on, but Pakaz thinking about maybe trying to find something themselves out of this. Dark Margo's in with the jump. He's able to close the gap on Arteezy. He just burst straight through him. Able to jump straight over towards Artur at the back of the fight, throwing out the tips as well.
That is massive cause for concern. I mean, he's able to just almost one-shot him. Look how huge his tiny is.
He's got an Echo Save and the Brigand's Blade. It's so much damage from the combo once he gets on top of them.
And as we said, you know, the EG lineup, it's very fragile. Nightfall, as you mentioned, you know, the BKB, they're going to have to try to force something big with it. Some type of fights, because things, even though it's only a 1k gold lead for Thunder, it feels like it's starting to get quite a lot higher than that.
See here, again, Margot. Able to come in from the river, get the catch onto Arbed, toss back into the Hex, the fingers at the ready, Arbed gets burst. Him to maybe get in and get that opening stun. So over towards the river, and we'll get the pushback onto Sacred. Separated from the rest of us team by the cogs, but the Chain Frost is out. And Armar goes in with a jump. Finds Arteezy in the river. Arteezy not able to get off a single spell as the Shadow Fiend falls. See Nightfall have to just opt for a BKB TP out of it.
Oh, and
there's no fight to be had. This is around the Roshan. Thunder, they can look for this. I mean, we were saying it, Arteezy, there's just no place for him around these points of the map. He cannot turn up like this. He needs the BKB. We're seeing every single time. If Dark Margot even catches a whiff of this SF showing up, he's on top of him every single time.
That was like save your buddy syndrome.
Well, let's see Arbed.
Arbed?
He's going to try and go for the steal here. Roshan not quite low enough for Arbed to finish off himself. He's going to have to go for the TP out. He nearly does die during the Rolling Thunder. He'll be able to bail out in time, but not able to find the interruption around the pit that he hoped for. Thunder Awaken, they get the kill, they get the Aegis on Pakaz.
EG they have to get the SF BKB to have any type of chance. I'm still just astonished that he showed up there as Nightfall.
Bottom.
They're going for him.
They make the jump. They know that the BKB here for Nightfall on cooldown. Finger at the ready. Nightfall, he's got the stick charges, the static links, but there's nowhere to run. Pakaz finishes him off with the adaptive strike.
18-8. It just feels like all over the place for the last 10 minutes. It's just been Thunder making every single move successfully. EG, yeah, BKB still not finished up.
And look at Thunder, they're ready to go for more. To the triangle here, Crip. Tries to turn us down his ground with the ultimate. Be able to get him with a stun for the rebound. Matthew able to line up the two-man stun here. Return, catches both supports out. 2 more dead on EG.
There's Sacred just runs in. Frost Shield drops right back. He's good to go. A long inevitable
There
death.
we go. The BKB is there for Arteezy, but the same to be said for Dark Margot. He's going to have even less fear if that's even possible.
He's just in.
There he is. Some of the jump, Nightfall immediately pops the BKB. They're just terrified of EG. There's the jump, Matthew. He's able to find the Hex onto Arteezy. The stun follow-up. A perfect jump there from Thunder. Causes the death of Artur behind the tier 2s. Once again, Thunder's favorite place to fight. As Crip falls, 3 dead on EG. They're ready to go past the tier 4. Darkmar go in with the avalanche. 4 dead on Evil Geniuses. As it's just too much for them, Fog. He knows that's all he needs to do at this stage. He gets that opening Hex. And suddenly, there's no way, nothing that EG can do to provide any sort of time or safety. They'll always find the opening that they need.
But do they have the damage now at this point with this when they're this far behind? There's a Solar Guardian that's going to come in.
They get the opening roll in Thunder. See the ult coming in from Sacred. They didn't have enough damage. Darmago only gets burst down to half HP. He's ready to put the BKB turn. Take down Crit. Hook shots there from Fly, but the heavy hits here from Thunder. Take him down as well. Stun, Hex, lockdown onto Arbed. 3 dead on EG.
They want more.
And Nightfall, he's up on the cliff. He'll opt for a TP out. Same to be said for Arteezy. The 2 cores will manage to escape here with a BKB TP. Just tearing through the buildings. Nothing that EG can do to push him back here.
You know how they're feeling right now on the side of EG. They're just like, wow.
It's enabled them to pop off as they have been in the group stage.
And EG did get the first blood that they've been like looking for, I think. I know in this game, I don't remember in the last one.
Bottom Matthew. He's going to get the 2-man setup here. Hex is going to follow up on Nightfall. Sacred. Pretty beefy, and with the finger burst onto Fly. Fly is going to get taken out. Arbed dies off to the side again. Nightfall and Arteezy, all they can do with their BKBs is BKB and TP out. They cannot fight them.
No damage. Now they can't even kill Sacred at this point.
See any play that EG can try and go for in terms of punishing Thunder when they go for the high ground? Matthew.
He showed himself.
They know he's in the trees somewhere. Matthew's going to go for the blind stun.
They're still just going to chase him.
Jukes are there from Arteezy, but Matthew, he'll still be able to chase him out. Hex is there. They're on top of him with the combo. Tips once again being thrown the way of Arteezy. Godlike for Pakaz.
And to answer the question of the comeback on the high ground, they don't have the team with the tiny. They don't have these toss-back plays or anything. It's looking quite impossible. On to the next Rax. It's going to drop in seconds.
30 seconds without Arteezy.
30-9.
Looks to matter too much considering the state of the last few fights we've had. He has the buyback back up.
They just have to watch, even with Arteezy.
Ooh, quick blink there. Arbed will be able to avoid the catch of Dark Margot this time round. But the top Rax, it's gone. They know that Thunder Awaken's there, but not really too much they can do with that info apart from continue to stay hidden in the tree line.
Matthew knows, he's in.
Oh, he's in with the jump! Straight away they're in with the Hex, they burst through Fly. Nightfall pops the BKB in time, tries to come in with a static link, but Pakaz is there, heads in with a wave form, takes out Nightfall immediately. Sacred committing in deep, Starbreaker still lands onto Arteezy. Arteezy will pop the BKB. Arbed's in with the stun, on top of the Dawnbreaker, but the finger burst, the Hex is there. They lock down Arteezy, the SF will fall. Arbed, the only one to get out.
GG.
As there it is, GG is called. Thunder Awaken turn up here in the third series of the playoffs here at the International level to take down EG 2-0, knocking them down to the lower bracket. And this was a pretty severe knockdown.
First game was close, very even through the majority of it. This one, Thunder came to play. They knew exactly what EG was going to do, and they did give EG that Shadow Phoenix.
They did.
Still able to just defeat it with ease.
Absolutely, the preparation very much showing from Thunder Awaken coming into this series. 100% win rate on that SF EG had before today from the group stage results alone, and Thunder Awaken, they deal with it twice. First game, a very well played second half. This second game is from start to finish, really.